All right, so we got Nordic Relic lid. Dude, that's they just typed random letters in the keyboard there. That's not a word. I'm not gonna even attempt that one. They just had an employee bash their head on the keyboard, and they were like, "Yep, that's a Nordic card right there." Yo, what's up, guys? We have two Battle of Chaos boxes here. I went to the sneak peek and got some boxes. I think I got 3 and 6 field centers. So I'm gonna open up 2 in this video, and then I'll do one more box tomorrow. Probably. I'm probably gonna open it up today, film it today, and then upload it tomorrow. If you were wondering, this is what the field center looks like, and it does look pretty cool. It's probably one of my favorite field centers from recent times, and I'm actually gonna I'm gonna give this away. So stay tuned to see how you're gonna get this or potentially get this. This is my first giveaway, so we'll see how that goes. And it's going to be only 4 people in the U.S. because I don't know how to ship internationally, and I don't have time to figure out how to ship internationally. But anyways, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and open up the first box here and see what we get. Alright, we are in, boys. So if you guys are wondering what you can get in here, why this set is so cool or special, you're going to get a new Dark Magician alt art in here, and hopefully we get it. I don't know the odds, and it's probably going to be, the odds are not in our favor, but I really hope we get it because it looks fucking awesome. But yeah, 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗦𝗡𝗟 is going to be our first super here, and this is going to be the world premiere TCG archetype. So it's like War Rocks and what was the other one that we got recently? It was the insect one that I'm blanking on, but they do look interesting, at least. So we'll see. We have Alice, Lady of Lament here. We'll see if it's good enough on its own. Usually we get 2 waves of support, so I don't think it'll be too good first wave, but maybe the second wave. However, Konami's TCG department has a pretty bad track record with these world premiere archetypes. So yeah, let's not hold our breath on that one. We got Dark Contract with patent license. What? All right. That's an interesting name. Should be some DD support in here. I think that card was for DD or triple Ds. Not exactly sure. We got Nordic Beast 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗦𝗧. Looks pretty cool. We got some Nordic Beast support in here as well. So the real chase cards in here, I think, are going to be the Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. I mean, people like to downplay it, but the DM era players are the ones that kind of carry the market for the most part. And hell yeah, we got the cover art. We got Master of Chaos, dude. I'm kind of I'm personally excited. I'm not a Dark Magician or a Blue Eyes player, but the new support looks fucking awesome. Like aesthetically, it looks really cool. I mean, look at that. It's luster, black luster soldier, and Dark Magician in a fusion. It's a really decent card as well, so we're going to go ahead and read it here. Dark Magician and then 1 Chaos or Black Luster Soldier, Ritual Monster. If this card is fusion summoned, you can target 1 light or dark monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and then you can tribute 1 light or 1 dark monster, banish all monsters your opponent controls, and it's banished, right? So a lot of decks and a lot of people think that negates is the biggest problem in Yu-Gi-Oh right now, but I don't think it is. I think it's recursion. However, some decks cannot do well when their cards get banished, right? So this is going to be pretty decent for Dark Magicians. It's going to be a pretty nice tech card for them. And then if this fusion summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target 1 spell in your graveyard and then add it to your hand. And then you can only use each effect once per turn, which is pretty standard nowadays. I think this is going to be a pretty decent card. You use 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗦𝗡, right? Send your Dark Magician to the graveyard and then get this guy for free, essentially, and then you can summon your Dark Magician back out because it's a dark monster. So it's I like it. It looks really cool. The effects are pretty decent, and yeah, hopefully Dark Magician is at least rogue-ish. I think it is rogue right now. Maybe it's not, but I want it to do good. Alright, so that's a decent sign so far. We got a Dark Magician, and our first Ultra was a Dark Magician. Hopefully we get that Alt Art Dark Magician. White Relic of Dogmatica. Cool. Getting more Dogmatica support, I suppose. We should be getting a structure deck soon. Maybe April. Could be wrong. DD Griffin. Cool. The DD archetype is somewhat interesting. I kind of like the way they look. But out of principle, I don't play pendulum decks because Konami fucked up with pendulums. And yeah, just out of principle, I'm not touching them. We got our first secret. Hell yeah, we got Sword Soul, Sinister, Sovereign, 𝗦𝗧𝗏𝗧 Long Juan. I'm going to call him Juan. Yeah, we'll go with Juan. I think this guy was pretty deep in the pre-market market. We'll go with that. It was doing pretty well at maybe like one of the most expensive secrets if I remember correctly. So we'll see how it holds. I mean, typically pre-release numbers are really inflated, so it's not going to be that expensive once people get their hands on this, but yep. Nordic Relic 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥. Cool. The thing about Nordics right now is that even with this new support, I don't think they're going to do anything, so it kind of sucks. They should have gotten the Sacred Beast treatment. They at least are kind of scary, honestly. It just depends on what deck they're facing, right? Ice Jade Creation Kingfisher? Sure. And it seems like all these Ice Jade cards are kind of generic water support, so that's not bad, considering that we're going to get a new Legendary Duelist for water. Should be this year. I'm kind of blanking on the date. Maybe they haven't released a date yet. And second knowledge right here, Arctic Radiation, which let's go ahead and read it because I think it's the card that kind of combines Arctic and the no, it's not. So activate this card by placing 7 counters on it each time, and Arctic monster is special summoned from your hand or extra deck. You can remove 1 counter from this card and then draw 1 card. And then once per turn during the end phase, you can target 1 Arctic card in your graveyard except Arctic Radiation, shuffle it into the deck. So it's got recursion, it's got drawing power. It's pretty decent. I think that's what they were missing. Arctics are pretty high-level monsters that kind of they use up your resources in your hand, from what I remember. So this is like a decent card, but it's just 1 card. I'm not sure if you can search it, so I don't think it's gonna impact them too much. Like, they're not gonna be meta, but it's pretty cool. Probably shouldn't have been an Ultra, though. Probably more of a super rare, but what are you going to do? Alright, so we got Nordic Relic Lid. Dude, they just typed random letters in the keyboard there. That's not a word. I'm not going to even attempt that one. They just had an employee bash their head on a keyboard, and they were like, yep, that's a Nordic card right there. 𝗦𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗧. Interesting. Dinomorphia 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥, something like that. Pretty cool. Dinomorphia is like the new archetype. Yeah, it's like Dogmatica, the Despia, the whatever of this set, and they play off traps. So I mean, we'll see if they even do anything, because traps are interesting, to say the least. The Dark Charmer Gloomy. Sure. I think they're almost running out of Link Charmer cards, so that's good news. They usually take up a spot for the Starlights, and I'm not too happy about that. We got Nordic Smith Evaldi. That looks pretty dope, actually. I dig it. Alright, so let's see. End of the line, we got the 𝗦𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the Train Dude, and the Pot of Greed. Xyz's combination should be for Is it for? Let's read it. Let's read it. If your light machine union monster is banished, except during the damage step, you can special summon one X head canyon Y dragon head or Z metal tank from your deck, and then you can return one fusion monster you control to the extra deck. Special summon it up to 2 of your banished monsters with different names from among X, Y, or Z, and you can only use one of this card once per turn. So it's weird that it's only kind of supporting the old XYZ, because does anyone play just XYZ? I think it's just ABC now, right? They try to do stuff with ABC, and since in the TCG we have Union Carrier banned, it's still not enough for ABC or XYZ decks. We got a Dragon Bite, which should be a world premiere card. It looks like it, yeah, from what I remember. So when this card is normal summon, you can special summon one level 4 or lower insect monster from your hand and then banish one level 4 or lower, or you can banish one level 4 or lower insect monster from your hand, graveyard, or face up on the field, and then target one face down monster you control. Increase its level by the level of the banished monster until the end of this turn, and then you can only use each effect of Dragon Bite once per turn. So supports insects. It manipulates levels. It's a tuner, but is there a tuner? Is there a synchro-based insect deck? And I'm kind of thinking out loud as I'm talking, but I don't think there is. So it's kind of it's an interesting card, but maybe useless right now. S-Force retroactive, nice, and more S-Force cards. I'll take it. S-Force is probably one of my favorite newer archetypes. Probably Despia is my favorite because they do look pretty cool, and I like the motif between lights and dark, fairy and fiend. But S-Force does have pretty cool artwork. Springans too, although I'm not sure if they're totally new. Clear New World. I think we got a Clear World card last set. Vampire Fascinator. Waifu. Alright. Smile Potion. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Hell yeah, dude. I'll take it. We're getting pretty lucky, I'd say. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon is probably going to be my favorite Blue Eyes card. It used to be Shining Dragon, which is here's a little aside. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I got the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon card from the movie, and I could have sworn that it had like little dots all over the card, right? And then when you move the card, the dots would be holographic and whatnot. But so I lost that card, or something happened to that card. So I bought a replacement recently, and the replacement didn't have those same dots that I'm remembering. So it's either I'm misremembering, I had a misprint, or I got a fake Shining Dragon, which I don't know why you would fake it. It's like $1 card, but hell yeah, dude. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Let's go ahead and read the effect here. So other cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn, and can only activate them while Blue Eyes White Dragon is on the field or in the graveyard. So that's not bad. It allows you to still use the effects of this card when you have Blue Eyes in the graveyard, which should be a pretty easy condition since you kind of discard Blue Eyes cards to draw, right? You use trade-in and stuff like that. I mean, you can even use Foolish Burial if you want Blue Eyes in your graveyard that badly. So if cards on the field is destroyed by battle or card effects, you can special summon this card from your graveyard if it was there when it was destroyed, or hand even if not. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles, you can target one card your opponent controls and then return it to the hand. Bounces back, which is actually honestly pretty good, especially with decks that are running some crazy shit from there's a lot of decks right now that just abuse the extra deck. So if you send them to the extra deck, they kind of have to start over, right? Especially Lynx trying to get out that access code. It's going to be hard with cards like this, but I mean, I like it. It's probably not going to be enough for Blue Eyes the new support, because from what I've been told, from what I've seen, Blue Eyes just bricks pretty hard, and giving Blue Eyes more high-level monsters is pretty... It's still not the best way to get them up to speed, but 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗣𝗅𝗔𝗡, hell yeah. We'll see how 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗅𝗔𝗡s turn out. I don't think they're going to turn out that good, because Konami, again, track record, not the greatest. Hell yeah, we got Magic Karibo here. We're going to get new playmats for Magic Karibo pretty soon, so I'll finally replace this playmat, which I'm not a fan of the waifus, so I'm kind of excited to get rid of it. At the same time, though, the Karibo playmat is kind of mediocre, but I mean, at least we're gonna get we're getting some hero playmats, guys. We're getting some hero stuff soon, so I appreciate it, Konami. Vampire Ghost, hell yeah. Ultra rare. If this card is normal summon, you can send one other vampire card from your hand or face of field to the graveyard, and then add one level 4 or higher vampire monster from your deck to your hand. And if you do send one level 2 or lower vampire monster from your deck to the graveyard during the main phase, quick effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard and then pay 500 life points immediately. After this effect resolves, normal summon one vampire monster. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. So I've never seen a vampire deck before, so I don't know how they're supposed to play, but I mean, if this card has a cost, I'm assuming vampires have some kind of life point cost, which kind of simulates like the blood, right? Your life points are akin or synonymous to blood, so you losing life points is like you losing blood. I get it, Konami. Cool archetype. 𝗦𝗡𝗃𝗓. Ultimate Fusion, hell yeah, dude. This is, I'm not going to read it because it's kind of long, but it's a new fusion for Blue Eyes fusions, which is a quick play too, so it's pretty decent. If your opponent tries to destroy things, it's gonna stop them, essentially. So let's go ahead and move on to the next box here. Alright, we are in, boys. Let's see what we got in this box now. The first box was actually pretty decent. I'll take the Jet Dragon and Master of Chaos. Master of Chaos, I feel like, should have been a secret rare. Also, by the way, for the giveaway, I'm gonna put like a phrase in post in the video. Make sure you type in that in your comment. I have something that will automate the process. I'm not gonna be sifting through comments, even though there's gonna be like no comments. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like no people wanting this giveaway, but yeah, it's going to be automated, so make sure you type it correctly, otherwise you're not going to be considered, and that would suck if you want that card. That is 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗅𝗔𝗡 Intervention. And if you're wondering, man, that giveaway sucks, yes, I am aware, but my YouTube channel is pretty small, so if you want to get nicer, cooler giveaways, make sure you subscribe. 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗅𝗔𝗡, Geek Boy. This is probably like the worst. 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗅 is just like an awkward looking dude. Yeah, I don't know. When they were first revealing the 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗅𝗔𝗡 archetype, I think it was this one that was the first card that they announced, and I was like, oh man, it's gonna be a crappy archetype. But the other artworks actually look pretty dope. Oh, also, by the way, you have to be subscribed to the channel, otherwise you're not going to be considered for the giveaway, because that's how you grow channels as well. Hell yeah, we got Dictator of Day. And I do want to go a little bit faster, because this video is already like 20 minutes, so I'm not going to be reading Dictator of Day. Nordic Relic. Also, let me know what you guys think of this set. I'm kind of, got another Arctic Radiation, unfortunately. I would rather pull a different card, but what are you gonna do? I'm always kind of iffy on main stats, because, I mean, if you don't pull a Starlight, usually you did bad, right? So, but I mean, in this case, there's a lot of nice Dark Magician support. So if you are into Dark Magicians, or Blue Eyes, of course, then this set is pretty decent. I mean, the chances are that we're not going to get new Dark Magician or Blue Eye supports in a couple years like this good. So we gotta eat it up while we can. 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧. 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧 is, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be too good, but we will see. It's got the waifu appeal to it, so it might do well. Because Konami wants to sell them waifus. 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧, the United Dragon, hell yeah. Wait, did we pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, never mind. This is another Dark Magician support, and I like it. I mean, it looks really cool. Effect-wise, I don't know if you're going to be running like 3. It's pretty... Let's read it. Let's go ahead and read it. So you can summon spellcaster monster or spell or trap that matches Dark Magician, which is a pretty easy condition to meet, because I think basically all the spells in the archetype refer to Dark Magician in some way, so it's going to be easy to fulfill that effect with a spell or trap. But from your... You send them a spell or trap or spellcaster type monster from your hand or face up field to the graveyard, and then special summon this card from your hand. 2800 attack, so that's pretty big boss monster. And then during your main phase, you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as materials, including a spellcaster monster. You can only use each effect of 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧, the United Dragon, which is a pretty weird name, once per turn. So what I notice about that effect is most effects that say like you can fusion summon using this effect or some shit like that, right? Like fusion summon a monster using this monster's effect. It usually says you must fusion summon including this monster. This one doesn't say that, so I like that because you don't have to waste this beastly 2800 attack dragon on your field. But it has no protection. It has really nothing else besides that effect that's screaming that's really good. So we'll see if people play it. 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧. Also, I think Dark Magicians have like one of the best fusion spell cards in the game. It's a quick play. It also acts as a ritual card, so I don't know. Maybe a one-off just for extending, but we shall see. 𝗬𝗛𝗔𝗡, the impersonation invader. Cool. So I mean, it's a rock type. I'll take it. We need more rock support. War rocks should have been rock, but they screwed the pooch in that one. The zombie vampire. Interesting. I'll take it, I guess. It would have been cool to get another either Dark Magician or Blue Eyes secret, but what are you going to do? Ultimate Fusion. Cool. What is that? 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧? 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧? Sure. So when I say Konami's running out of ideas, I mean it. That's crazy. We got Dark Contract with patent license. See what I mean? Patent license. Vampire Ghost. Did we get a repeat? No, that was from the other box. Alright. Vampire Ghost. We need a Starlight, though. We need to make this interesting here. Alice, Lady of Lament. By the way, I started doing Master Duel videos. I think I only have one in the channel, and I should be recording or editing some this weekend, so if I don't forget. So yeah, I mean, make sure you guys subscribe for that too. That's going to be a big focus going forward because it's cheap. I don't have to spend so much money on cards to open and whatnot. It's also a little bit more fun for me because yeah, it's just more you can do more creative stuff with videos like that, and you just get bored of opening cards, honestly. I didn't think I'd get bored this easily, but they don't have that many sets coming out, you know, that frequently, so it gets kind of boring opening the same set over and over again. But yeah, we'll see how Master Duel goes. Hopefully they keep updating it. Flower Dino. Master of Chaos. Hell yeah, dude. This is a repeat that I do want to see. Hell yeah. Might have been, it's kind of damaged, unfortunately, right there. Let's see if we can get it. With the lighting I'm using today, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little damaged. It's not too bad, but this is definitely a card I want to see repeats of, because it's really good. Honestly, it gets rid of your opponent's cards. It's easy to summon in Dark Magician decks, and it gets you a Dark Magician or whatever card back from your graveyard. So not bad. We dropped one of the newer Dark Magician support cards too, Ice Jade Creation Kingfisher, which I think we got earlier. But I think that's gonna be the video, guys. To make the giveaway a little bit more interesting, I'm not gonna repeat what you have to do for the giveaway. You're gonna have to watch the video, or I guess find ways to get around watching the video. But these are our pulls. We got 4 secrets, which is good. You got to count your secrets now, man, with Konami's quality control nowadays. We got the Zombie Vampire, Libromancer Geek Boy, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, and then Juan here. Qinglong Juan. We got 2 Master of Chaos. Hell yeah, dude. We got a decent amount of repeats, but Master of Chaos is a good repeat. We got 2 Vampire Ghosts. We got 2 Earth's Arctic Radiations, and then 1 Timaeus, the United Dragon, and then 1 Dragon Bite. And of course, this is the giveaway. I know it's pretty small to start out with, but channel's small as it is. So with these giveaways, hopefully the channel grows, and then we can get some pretty decent giveaways. I'm excited for giveaways, guys, honestly, because I've been kind of practicing selling cards online and shit. So I've been getting used to shipping and whatnot. I've never actually mailed anything. Like, I'm a grown ass man. I've never mailed anything. So learning how to mail shit was even, just a block for me. But yeah, that's gonna be the video, guys. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. For the giveaway, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.